my introduction all over again for YouTube. Hey, YouTube, thank you so much. I am streaming in my Facebook group as well as here on YouTube, and I'm so excited to share tonight's Planner Talk Live or Plan With Me Live. It is going to be a quick session, but I really want it to be impactful because I want to make sure that you are equipped with the tools to be consistent in your work week. So I do have some planners with me. What would a Planner Talk Live be without any planners? So I have a few that I'm going to quickly flip through, and I'm going to talk a little bit about consistency or being consistent. So I share on various platforms that I blogged for 64 days straight. 64 days, I put out a blog consistently. Then your girl hit a hiccup and I missed the day, but I dusted myself back off and I got back into the consistency game. I blogged for 6 days straight, hit another hiccup because I was, kind of getting inundated with back to school stuff. I could make 1,000 excuses, but I didn't have the right systems in place at that time to maintain the consistency. So it was 6 days straight. Now we're on a 3-day streak. So I'm going to keep going along. And prayerfully, when we get to the end of August, I will have hit 90 days of back-to-back blog posts with only 2 days of a hiccup. So let's, drop some comments, something in the chat to cheer me on and encourage me, because it is certainly not easy to juggle all of the competing priorities and maintain a level of consistency with one thing. So one of the biggest lessons that I learned, and then we're going to get into my planner here. One of the biggest lessons that I learned about being consistent is that you must keep going. You must keep going. Whatever you are looking to accomplish, it's important that you keep going until you accomplish that goal. I could have easily made excuses and given up after I hit day 64 and then I hit the little, snafu, but I didn't. I kept going. And it is something that I learned along the process, that you have to keep going. Life will throw some things at you, but you have to keep going. And when I sat back to reflect, like, what happened? Like, how in the world did I go to sleep without putting that blog post out? Here's what happened. I'm telling myself. So I was tired, right? I was laying on the couch. I called myself trying to hang out with my daughter. We were watching something on YouTube. We were watching like a travel video. And I remember her saying, "Mommy, you keep dropping the phone." Like I was holding the phone. We were laying down and, we were watching the YouTube travel video. And I just kept dropping the phone. I was like, I need to get up. I need to go ahead and write the blog post. And she was like, "Mommy, you're sleepy." And she was like, "We can watch this tomorrow." So I turned off the YouTube. And then the next thing you know, I woke up the next day. So I gave into that moment of just exhaustion, which happens, especially if you are someone who's juggling motherhood, if you're juggling career, if you're juggling business, if you're juggling anything that's just going to provide competing priorities, then you have to give yourself grace to overcome that fatigue, if you will, right? I don't know if that's the word, but I hope that you understand what I'm trying to share with you. But you have to give yourself grace. And then if there are things that you can put into place so that you, when you get tired, it'll just be on autopilot, right? So I firmly believe that as I'm progressing through this journey, it's becoming more automatic, and I'm creating systems so that I'm not at the mercy of, 11:59, haven't put out a blog post. It could be something that's automatic. So those are some of the main things that I learned along this journey. Let me do a sound check. But yeah, so those are some of the things that I learned on this journey of being consistent. So I'm toggling between two things. All right. So, but yeah, so that's my biggest lesson learned when it comes to being consistent. And now let's talk a little bit about how planning plays a role in our ability to maintain momentum and to stay consistent. So when you have a plan, let me back up. So when you have a goal, it's important to start with a clearly defined goal. Goal clarity is important. If you want to be consistent, you have to attach it to something that's bigger than yourself, or you have to attach your activities to a goal. That's my firm belief. And, you know, anytime you think about life and what we do, if we want to be consistent, it has to be attached to something bigger than us. So that's your goal. The next is, what is the strategy that's going to be implemented so that you can accomplish your goal? So my goal was to build some momentum around my blog, and I determined that the strategy that I wanted to implement was to blog consistently for 90 days. Now, when I started out, it was kind of one of those under the radar things because I didn't really think I could do it, but I thank God that I did. So I set the goal to blog consistently for 90 days. So when I hit around the day 55 mark, I was like, oh snap, I need to share this out with my community, Career Mom community, and as well as my YouTube audience. So that was one of the things that I said, you know what, this is the goal. I got to build up some wins, some momentum, get a backlog of resources for the blog. So I wanted to blog every day for 90 days. So that was the strategy that I attached to the goal. And then from there, you come up with a plan. Your plan is the action steps that you're going to take every single day or at some frequency that's going to allow you to accomplish your goal based on the strategy that you have set for yourself. So that's what I submit to you. If you are looking to build a business, if you are looking to grow in your career, if you're looking to build your brand, whatever goals you are looking to accomplish, figure out a strategy and stick to it. So my planners play a big role in that. So this is this week's planner, y'all. This is, well, let me introduce this planner to some and read to others. This is the Happy Planner. So this is the Happy Planner. This dashboard is the dashboard layout. It is the Mom Classic Planner. And on the inside, I've already set it up for next week. Hold on. I lost my Facebook connection. So let me go back. Let me go back live on Facebook. Hang tight, YouTube. All right. Awesome. So thank you guys for sticking with me on YouTube. Hey again, Facebook, welcome back. We had a little snag with the connection. But this is the planner that I'm using this week. This is the Happy Planner, Mom Classic. Oh, I should have flipped it. But it says, you got this. And I need that motivation. So this is the planner. I did put in a bookmark. The bookmark is from Simply Yours Day Planner. I'll leave all of the links in the description box. But this is just a bookmark. I'll have a full video going up on YouTube setting up this week's spread. But one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I tried this week, this is something new, and I want to share it with you all. This is a catch-all technique. So within this weekly spread that you see here, I have the standard, layout, the standard pages, and I created some inserts with my school assignments. So this is everything related to school, this part. This insert is the social media insert. So this has the things that are relevant to my business. And then on the back, it just finishes up with the layout. So let me undo the paper clip or the bookmark. This part. So these are just some inserts. It has the information about orientation for my doctoral program, a little checklist of things that I'm going to need. This has the 3 classes Y'all, these classes are kicking my butt already. And we haven't even had the first official orientation of class, but it's kicking my butt. So anywho, so this is everything that I need to read before, look, dropping it, y'all. This is everything that I need to read before school starts and the assignments that are due. So this kind of has my notes. I can go in and check it off. I think for one, I started checking off the chapters that I've already completed. So this is going to come in handy for me to have a holistic view of my week. So I talk a lot about holistic planning. This is a practical way to put it into use. Now, would this work with any other planner type? Probably not if you have a lot to account for. If you have a lot of to-dos, if you have a lot of activities, I'm just trying to think through some of the layouts in other planners. It may not work. You may not have enough space to actually capture everything you need to do. But with the Happy Planner, because you can insert notes pages, just simple, this is literally, just a simple note insert, like some note sheets. And then with the social media section, so this is all business stuff. On the back, it has like a free writing section. This is the plan of attack sheet. I have a whole nother video that's going to upload tomorrow walking you through the setup of this spread, but it's just free writing space. So this allows me to see my entire week as well as my to-dos in one place. Now, I try to use like different apps and different, fancier things, fancier techniques. But it's just, it just didn't resonate with me. I'm a pen and paper kind of gal. I like to, write things down on paper. I'm one of those moms who's like jotting things down all the time. So this works for me. This is a new technique. I'm curious to see how it's going to go over the next course of the couple of days. I have it set up. I'll add to it. I'll check things off. But this is the technique that I'm going to try for this week to organize my time and to organize my life around all of the different to-dos. I even have errands that I need to run. I have phone calls that I need to make. I have an encouraging scripture down at the bottom that's going to keep me motivated. So this is what we're going to do this week. Leave me a comment if you're watching on Facebook. Leave #replay so I know that you watched it. Let me know your questions, your comments, your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. The same for YouTube. If you watch this on the replay, leave #replay on YouTube as well. If any questions or comments, I do want to get back into doing Planner Talk Lives more consistently here on YouTube and Facebook. So let me know what day of the week works for you in the comments if you're one of my subscribers on either platform. Thank you so much for watching tonight's Planner Talk. I'll leave you with the scripture that I wrote in my planner, and it is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That is going to be my scripture probably for the rest of the season since I have so much going on. But anywho, be encouraged. Happy planning, y'all, and I will speak to you in the next one. Bye, everyone.